I've not seen this. So we're watching this together as friends on the internet.
This is not technically news, but I thought I would announce on behalf of my community that the Kiwi Farms, the users of the Kiwi Farms, have published or completed their Doom mapping project called Kiwi Dreams. So you can find this on the front page. It is in the games board. It has the very prominent community tag in front of it. This is completed. So it has a whole background story. It has all these custom assets and stuff. Lots of references. I probably have to play this on stream or play it on local. So I have a list of like little stuff that I am preparing to do streams on. I have a funny like medical thing. Like they did a proper study that's been submitted to PubMD and shit. That's really funny. It's related to a locale. I have this. I have. By the way, I'm waiting on some coffee to arrive. I bought some coffee. I'm going to leave it. I brought two kinds of coffee, and I'm going to review some coffee, chat, because the coffee brand coffee thing was in the news. So if you want to subscribe to the locals, it's matttheinternet.locals.com, or you can just do matty.live/dono, and you can join that. And thank you everyone who has, because it allows me to buy coffee and write it off on my taxes. My coffee is a business expense, chat, because I'm reviewing it on locals. That's how it works. That's how people who do YouTube videos don't pay any fucking tax, because 100% what they buy is a business expense for their video. Fun fact. Anyways, very cool. I love stuff like this. I have a little bit of extra fan art that I'm going to be showing later in the stream. Fan art in fan creations like this and community art projects are the lifeblood of a community. If people aren't making stuff, you don't have a community really. Art is the byproduct of culture. So when your culture stops producing art, it's going to collapse because that's effectively a sign. It's like a meter of health. You know what I mean? So very awesome to see. Very very happy to see people working on stuff like that. Very cool. Very cool. And then I have a little update. So I had an idea. I had an epiphany because I had to pay a bill, and they didn't take any cards. They didn't want cash. They didn't take cryptocurrency. They wanted me to go to my bank, and they wanted me to set up bill pay. And I realized while setting this up, this is from the bank, and it sends checks to an address that you choose without any kind of verification for any amount that you want on a schedule that you want. And it was like a aha moment. I'm like, I'm going to set up a way to send checks by bill pay. And I discovered later that there's a check scanner that you get it from the bank, and it's like having a little teller in your office, and then you put the checks in them, and it deposits them all. So I'm going to set this up, chat. We are going to finally, forever, set up a way to support the Kiwi Farms on the Kiwi Farms with perks. And my goal is 300 people for $40 a month. And it's going to be fucking lit. I think that this is it. I think that this is the solution, because there's no bottlenecks. It comes from the client's bank to the mail guy, and then it goes to my bank. There's no payment processors whatsoever. And if your bank tells you that we're not going to send a check to this office, you can just get a new bank. There's thousands of banks. You just have to find one willing to do it. And the chances are they're all going to do it. So I feel I am setting up a proper fucking system, and I'm going to try to handle 300 checks a month. And I am extremely optimistic about this. And I've been working on it all week in like a fevered pitch. I'm going to fucking do it. You can't stop me. Hopefully you can't. But we'll see. Maybe this is what I was being pushed to, chat. I've discovered that God doesn't give me anything that I want. But I have always gotten everything that I need. So maybe it just took this long to push me to the final solution of the banking problem. I'm just going to tell people how to set up bill pay, and I'm going to collect $40 checks. And that's my ambition, chat.
That's stupid.